Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today's information session. This presentation is going to be about starting your job search as an international student in the United States. Today, we have Kwon Sigal, the CEO and founder of ICAway. You can find her on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. And I will also share the chat later where you can find the WhatsApp group to ask questions after this session too. Feel free to connect with her on LinkedIn. She has so many resources. This is not the first year that we partnered with her, and every time I listen to what she has to say, it's so informative. So I'm glad that you are joining us today. Hi, Kwan.
Hi, Hannah. Thank you so much for your wonderful, kind introduction. I'm a big fan of your work too. Thank you for,
Thank you.
being the biggest advocate for international students.
Thank you. Now the floor is all up to you, Kwan.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Very nice to meet you. Um, as Hannah said, my name is Kwan Siegel, founder of ICAway, and my students call me Coach Kwan, and you can call me that too. As the founder of ICAway, actually, this collaboration to be here, sharing my expertise with you, have really enriched my vision to help more international students overcome their struggles and achieve their dreams faster. And at ICAway, I coach and mentor international students in securing employment despite having minimal work experience. And I help them secure job offers even when future work sponsorship is required and guide them in building a professional network from scratch. So we're going to talk about this, in this presentation. So let us dive into this world of internship and job hunting, especially at Fortune 500 companies. Okay, let's me move on. Um, all right, so if this is the first time that we meet, and if you have any follow-up questions, you can also connect with me on LinkedIn, scan this QR code and connect with me on LinkedIn. You can also join my WhatsApp group as well to network with international students across the country. And if you have any questions, share that in the WhatsApp group. Okay, looking forward to connecting with all of you. And put a note to let me know that you're from this event. As I mentioned, in this presentation, I would like to focus on job hunting at Fortune 500 companies. But before I get into that part, I would like to ask this question. What makes an organization a Fortune 500 company? Do you know? Let's look into this description. Okay, the Fortune 500 company represents the top 500 companies in the United States, ranked by revenue. And these companies often lead to their leading, industries, driving innovation, and most importantly, influencing global markets. So important. And some well-known Fortune 500 companies in 2023 include Walmart, Amazon, ExxonMobil, and Apple. All right, so in this presentation, I split into three main sessions. The first one is about our student stories, because I believe that stories is so important. When you want to share experience, you should talk about stories, okay? And next, I will teach you about what are the expectations of those companies, Fortune 500 companies, and then we're going to walk through some recruitment timeline. Let's say you are looking for summer internship next year or in 2025. Let's say you are now like in the early stage of your international student journey, you still have time, then let's look into those timeline together, and we're going to leave some time for Q&A. All right, the first student story that I would like to share with you, her name is Alisa, a student from the Philippines, and she's a non-STEM undergraduate international student who not only bypassed the traditional job application process, but also mastered the art of building connections within the financial sector. She has passion for finance. Anyone here has passion for finance? And you know what? Instead of relying on online applications, her first job, let us have a look at her career timeline here. Her first job at the first company in her life in Chicago. It was a small financial institution in Chicago, and she secured this offer through her professor's connection. She did not even have to apply online. Her professor connected her with the company's CEO. They got a chance to connect. They knew about her, he learned about her background and gave her the offer. And that was her first job, right? And then you know what? Alyssa's story also takes the unexpected turn again. Charles Schwab, which is a Fortune 500 company in finance, reached out to her for an interview without her having submitted an online application. It is because she has such a robust career branding and also strong network within the industry. So she finally secured a full-time um, a full-time offer from her internship. Okay, it's a full-time internship in the summer 2 years ago at Charles Schwab. And finally, Charles Schwab offered her a full-time as well after that internship. But you know what? She declined Charles Schwab and finally accepted another offer from Wintrust. So you can see that actually Alyssa, before her graduation, she secured like multiple job offers, more than two job offers a few months before graduation. Did you see how she landed these opportunities without applying online? It's networking. It's about career branding. Okay. I think I skipped one important story about her. How did she get into Wintrust? Such a great, strong financial services company in Chicago. Her former boss from this small firm, okay, Summer Core, connected her with the hiring manager at Wintrust. This showcases the power of relationships, right? Alyssa's journey is a playbook on skipping the online resume submissions, and it stressed the importance of a strong career brand and connections within the industry. So, in a nutshell, craft a robust career brand, connect with people in the industry, and start early and let the opportunities find you. Next, I have another student story. Her name is Fernanda from Ecuador. Okay, and Fernanda is a great example too for networking. She stand out because you know what? She started so early. She got the offer, the summer internship offer from Deloitte even before her master's degree started. How did she achieve that? She attended a career fair even before her fall semester started, a year, before her graduation. And because of her professional, cheerful demeanor, impressed the hiring manager at Deloitte, leading to an interview. And she finally secured that internship even before she started her master's degree. And once she started the job, that summer internship at Deloitte, finally, she gave her the job offer, a return offer. And that's her text to me. Okay. That was the first text. Kwan, I got the Deloitte offer. And then after the internship, she texted me again. Kwan, I got the return offer. I was so happy for her. So this is the key takeaway from her story. Okay. Seize opportunities early, engage at career fairs, and you might find success, knocking on your door before your academic semester starts. Fernanda's journey serves as a great example of this proactive approach. So I hope that you will do the same. Okay. Remember one thing, landing an internship or full-time job at Fortune 500 companies is possible, but it requires an early start. So I invite you all to watch and be inspired by our student stories on the ICAway YouTube channel. You can search ICAway when you access YouTube, okay? And you will see lots of success stories there. Now, let me move on to the expectations of the employers. I want to show you this data. Okay, according to the Manpower Group, which is one of the largest, staffing company, 3/4 of businesses are really struggling in finding skilled candidates to fill open roles. It is not easy for you as employers to fill critical roles. You may be saying like, it's hard to find job. Actually, employers, it's hard for them to find good candidates too. Okay. So when it comes to hiring interns, the whole game starts with thinking about the future. And that's how the company try to manage their talent shortage. Okay. It's like predicting what the next few years will look like for their company. Especially during this ever-changing field like software changing, technology changing, disruption that keep happening. The skills that needed today might not be enough for tomorrow. So all Fortune 500 companies have to think ahead, and that's where internship kicks in. So all the hiring manager, they work hand in hand with different teams and HR to make sure that they build that midterm and long-term skill needs. In a nutshell, when employers talk about workforce planning, especially at Fortune 500 companies, internships are the company's secret sauce to make sure that they are not scrambling in talent down the road. All right. So just want to share with you the logic behind internship or full-time offer. It's about to fill in the talent shortage. Now I have some exciting data to share with you. Among almost 39,000 employers across 41 countries, not just in the United States. These employers are facing increasing challenges in hiring the skilled talents they need. The demand for skilled workers has surged by almost 40% since 2015. And over half of this population has stated that they are willing to hire international talent. So now you see, employers, they are willing to hire you because they know that they cannot find the right skill sets and capabilities within the country. Okay, they are willing to hire international students. But then the question is, what are the skills, knowledge, and abilities that they look for? Let us find out. Here you go. You see, it's not only about technical skills. Look at the top 5 soft skills. Okay, reliability and self-discipline. These are incredibly important qualities that employers value the most. And to demonstrate these qualities effectively, you cannot just write them down on the paper like on resume, right? You need a strong reference from people who have worked with you and can be your most powerful advocate. Just like Alyssa's story, that her professor believed in her capabilities and proved to the employers that she's so reliable and she's so self-disciplined. So you can have that powerful career advocate within your campus as well. If you have been showcasing your reliability and self-discipline quality. So it's very crucial for all of us here to start building a robust network of career advocates. Okay? Don't just focus on how to write a resume. Start with how to build your strong career advocates. And remember, these qualities here that you see on the left side here, even on the right side to both all of these 10 qualities, it's not necessary to be the qualities that come from work experience. It can be gained through volunteering roles, student leadership positions, and various other ways like coursework, school projects to prove that you are a dependable resource for your future employers. Remember, it's not necessary to be real work experience, okay? All right. When it comes to soft skills, let me focus on another factor here. You see number 5 under soft skills here, number 5 here, resilience and adaptability. This is one of the top qualities among international students. All you have to do, is to be able to share your story with your target employers. Remember one thing, we all have made the decision to leave our home country and come here to this land of opportunity without family nearby, right? So you have reached to this point today because you are resilient and you have the ability to adapt to new environments and challenges. So use this story as your advantage to show potential employers that you are a valuable asset because of your resilience and adaptability. All right, before we move on to the next slide, just one last thing that I want to highlight, okay, is about the technical skills. Okay, all these technical skills are in high demand among, employers throughout the world. But one thing, IT and data, technology and data is so important. Whatever field you are in, data plays important role to all job roles. So make sure that you have some knowledge about data analysis. Okay, whether you want to work in marketing, in sales, in science, have that data management or data analysis as a backup. Okay. All right. So just to wrap up a little bit here, my message to you is that have confidence in your skills and abilities and believe that you can be a valuable asset to your US employers and shift your mindset from I need sponsorship. Okay, when you meet with the employers, present yourself as a valuable asset by asking this question: what can I do for my potential employers? How can I contribute? Right? So they will see you as an investment. Sounds good? And now you know about the importance of network, the importance of the skills, and why companies are hiring, right? Now, how to find those dream jobs? We have been there, right? Like scrolling down, scrolling through the page, endless job listing on, let's say, LinkedIn, clicking that apply now button, sending our resume into what feels like a dark, mysterious void. But here's the deal. Applying online is like shooting your resume into the unknown. Think about it. You upload your carefully crafted resume, hit the submit button, and then what? It's out there somewhere, lost in the sea of digital applications. And you're left wondering, did anyone even see it? That's the black hole of online applications. It's impersonal, and the chances of your resume standing out are very, very slim. Now, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, okay? Online applications are a part of the game. You may still have to apply online just a little bit, but they cannot be your only move when it comes to job hunting. Networking, reaching out, making connections, that's where the magic happens. Don't just rely on the online application. Get out there, attend events, reach out to people in your industry. Because when it comes to landing that dream job, shooting your resume in the dark just won't cut it. Let's bring your A game to your job search. And another important thing, okay, before you even kickstart your career journey, and it could be a game changer for you, is to have a career clarity. Picture this. You are about to start a road trip, right? A road trip. What's the first thing that you need? A clear destination. You need to know where you are heading, right? Where you are headed. What are your passions, your strengths, your values, your skills? What kind of work that makes you excited to get out of bed in the morning? Getting that clarity isn't always easy, I know. It's about self reflection, it's about understanding the job market, but it's so important to start with a career clarity. It helps you make informed decisions, setting a clear goal, navigate the twists and turns of your career path. So before you even start crafting your new resume or practicing for interviews, take the time to get clear on your career goals. Trust me, is the first and most crucial step toward a fulfilling and successful career search. Now let's chat about why branding is a big deal when you're on the job hunt. You all have heard about personal branding, right? So personal branding is like the first hello in a conversation. Yeah, it's like how people react to you, how people perceive about you, right? How employers get to know you, and it's not just about all the technical skills. It's about you, what makes you you, right? In the hustle of job searching, like where everyone job seekers tossing resumes left and right, your personal brand will set you apart. Is your secret sauce. It helps you stand out in the crowd. Think of it as your professional spotlight, right? That says, hey, here's what I bring to the table, and it's pretty awesome. All right. I know many of you said, Coach Kwan, I'm open to, any roles. I can do anything. You know, I know that you're so, capable and you have like broad range of diverse skills. But if you want to get selected, you need to have a brand. Okay. Because in the job market, you are the product. Your resume, your LinkedIn profile, your e-portfolio are like the package, right? To make you stand out, to make people want to learn more about you, what's like really inside those amazing package, right? So if you want to land your dream job, you now need to start building your brand, okay? Branding yourself as something that your target employers really look for, okay? Now let us move on to the timeline of recruitment. And I have a real case example here to share with you. Okay, I got this email a few weeks ago from JP Morgan Chase. Okay, and you can see this, right? They are now looking for summer intern, data analyst, and also full-time data analyst as well. Here's the deal. For the 2024 internship, the application window is closing on December 10, right? And they are interested in students graduating in December 2024 and beyond. And here's the kicker. If you wait until next semester to start searching for a 2024 summer internship at Fortune 500 company, it might just be too late. Okay, there will be fewer opportunities open. Okay, and if like let's say JP Morgan Chase here is your dream company, so don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate, and they don't procrastinate in hiring top talents either. You see, they act fast, so you have to act now because timing is so crucial in the world of Fortune 500 recruiting. Submit your application before the deadline and get a head start on securing an incredible opportunity. Remember, waiting until next semester might mean missing out a chance to kickstart your career with one of the top players in the industry. You know the saying, right? Early birds or early bird gets the worm, right? Early bird gets the worm. And that's the idea. Fortune 500 companies want students to jump in and get engaged pretty early. Let's say if they are looking for summer interns for next year, they will start engaging and closing the application by fall of the previous year. Okay, so for students who are graduating in 2025, you still have higher chances to land an internship at Fortune 500 companies if you start now. And when I say start now, I mean having a clear career goal, building your brand, because once the application open, first make sure that you have connections within those organizations, and connections take time to establish that relationship. And then you have all the career materials ready to submit and stand out. Okay, so it takes time. Don't wait until you need a job, then look for a job. Don't do that. Start early is so important. So here's a sample of a timeline for international students who want to land a great job at big companies. It's important to kickstart since your first year in the US. Start networking, define your goal, build your brand, secure an internship, continue networking. Don't stop that. Networking is so important. Even when like my first job in the US was with Deloitte. After I got a job at Deloitte, I realized that networking needs to continue within the organization if you want to climb up the ladder and get noticed. Okay, so networking is part of the game in corporate America. So this is a great time for you to start building networking skills. Okay, and in order to land a job offer before your OPT start. That's the best thing. You don't want to fall into, the 90-day unemployment allowance and feel panic, like feel scared and fears, right, of not having the employment after graduation. Lastly, treat your career development like a project. When you work on a project, you need to be organized, focus on the task at hand, and be time conscious. Utilize your calendar to manage your weekly and daily tasks. Set key milestones. Okay. Build a job search tracker and make sure that you don't lose track of things you need to do. This is so important. And if you wait until you're so close to graduation, this project plan will be very tight. Okay. Very tight. And it means you need to work double harder. Work much harder. So if you start early, the plan will be more like relaxed, better for you, to start early so that you can manage your calendar better. I also would like to invite you all to visit my website at ICAway.com and learn a little bit more about my 7-step career success roadmap for international students. Okay, those are the 7 steps that I myself use it. When I came here, I I learned a lot, from my mistakes, and I put together this roadmap so that people did not have to make mistake, that I did not have to make the mistakes that I used to make, and get to the goal that they want to achieve faster. And all of my students that follow this step-by-step roadmap also achieve great results with their careers too. And I also would like to invite you to listen to one of my podcast episodes titled Fortune 500 Internship Recruitment. You also see other, podcast episode as well. Just go to icway.com/podcast and you will find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube as well. All right, so that is all for today's presentation. Again, if you have any follow-up questions, please join our WhatsApp group. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn and follow the posts and free resources that we have from ICAway as well. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Hannah.
Kwan. That was great presentation. For those who are joining this information session online, I set the chat in the, I dropped the link in the chat section. Please click the WhatsApp group to be connected with Kwon. My takeaway from this presentation is that sometimes international students can be discouraged even before they start their journey to land in their dream jobs, with the thoughts that employers might not like them because of their visa status. And it's refreshing to see that there are 55% of employers are actually seeking international talents because they know the value that international students might bring to their employer. So that was my takeaway. And I totally agree with the soft skills that employers are looking for. That's something that I would look for when I hire student workers. So I can say that all employers have similar like needs when it comes to hiring people. And I also understand that it seems much difficult when you are the person who's looking for a job for your life, right? I want to say that Kwon also went through the process. I personally went through the process, and we are here to help you. So feel free to connect with Kwon and feel free to navigate the ISSS website. We do have information sessions for CPT, OPT, and for employers who would like to hire international students. So if you have a prospective employer who have thoughts on hiring you, then you can share the link with them so they can see what are the expectations as an employer to hire you through CPT, OPT, or STEM OPT. So please utilize those resources, and you know that there are career services and Excel office who can be a good advisor for you when it comes to professional development, and they can review your resume, cover letter. You can schedule the appointment for the mock interview. So I would say this, that all of the costs are included in your student bill. So like, why not take advantage of them, right? So that will be my final thoughts on this. Thank you everyone for joining, and I hope this was helpful. Like, feel free to send an email to Kwon or me if you have any questions about this information session. Thank you, Kwon.
Thank you so much, everyone. Good luck with your job search.